Greetings and welcome to Rob Hart Drum Studio. Today we're going to talk about opening and closing the hi-hat with the left foot. I've had to do a lot of work on this to try to get the right techniques to give me a good hi-hat sound. So let's get started. So I want to talk about the hi-hat technique. And what I'm doing is I'm putting my foot about 3/4 of the way up the pedal board, and I'm putting my ankle right above the hinge of the pedal and anchoring my heel into the heel plate. And what I do is when I play an upstroke, I come up almost to the very top of the pedal and I catch it and then I come down. If you come off the pedal all the way, you're going to create play. And I should mention is when I'm playing eighth note patterns, I use a heel down technique. I also want to mention about the space between the hi-hats. Now, it's really a personal preference, but I usually like to have about 1 inch between the cymbals to give it clearance. If you don't really have enough space and they start to rattle against each other, it's really hard to get a good sound out of the cymbals. So just keep in mind, you know, about 1 inch, just make sure that the cymbals clear each other. What I want to talk about is actually closing the hi-hat in time. This is something that I learned from my longtime teacher, Steve Smith. And the biggest obstacle is actually getting the hi-hat to fully close on the assigned upbeat or beat. So here's an example of opening and closing the hi-hat in eighth notes. And what I'll do is I'll play upbeats and closing on the beat. And it's going to be a full open sound and then a closed sound. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what I'll do is I'll open the hi-hat on the beat and close it on the upbeats. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the next thing I want to do is play some exercises utilizing opening the hi-hat on the end of 4 and playing different 16th note permutations with my bass drum. What I'm trying to work on here is getting a full sound with my hi-hat and not letting my hi-hat pull with my 16th notes on my bass drum. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is an exercise where I'll play eighth notes on the hi-hat, opening the hi-hat on 1 and closing it on the end of 1, and playing 16th note permutations with my bass drum. 1, 2, 3, 4. The next thing I want to demonstrate is moving the hi-hat around. So now what I'm going to do is I'll play a 1-bar pattern with opening the hi-hat on the end of 3. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've gotten something out of it. Please check out my website, www.robhartdrumstudio.com. And if you're interested, I am giving Skype lessons. Just contact me through my website. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Until next time, keep practicing.